What is up guys, it's your boy Revan here today with another post-rotation version of the deck. This one today is a request by one of the commenters, and the previous video about baby Reshizard, it was, Raven, can you do a post-rotation version of that deck? Well, here it is, my friend, here it is, especially for you and for everyone that likes baby Reshizard. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and you know, you can always request stuff, and I'm doing those decks live on Twitch, so you can always request those decks on Twitch, and I'll try to play them, I'll try to create them, and you know, sometimes they're gonna work, sometimes they will not, but you will know my opinion live. Alright, so baby Charizard post-rotation deck. Of course, we still don't have the oven and the TCG, we still don't have Cherish Balls, but this is, you know, a deck that is like preparation for that, right? So you know what cards to look for. Alright, so just like previously, the deck is super simple. We have 14 Pokemon, 34 trainer cards, and 12 energies. The whole list is down there below. You can copy and paste it. It's in the description, but let's go card by card. So we start with 4 Charmanders, 2 Charmeleons, and 4 baby Charizard, because those are, you know, those are our attackers, right? Then we have 1 Reshizard, which is actually, you know, just like in the previous version of the deck, pre-rotation. This is, you know, the Reshizard that will stall our game a little bit. He's gonna be one of the first attackers, and then we want to build Charizard on the bench. On top of that, excuse me, 2 Dedenne-GX and 1 Marshadow. Of course, the Marshadow that is resetting Hall. When we're gonna go a little bit down to the trainer cards, again you can see the consistency here, and we've got 1 Acro Bike only. That was a filler card. Like normally you would play the oven here or anything else. I just literally, not that I had no idea what to put, but I think, you know, I preferred this instead of another Pokémon Communication or another Rare Candy here. So we got 1 nice Acro Bike. Then we have playset of custom catchers. Again, get those especially online, because you know they're gonna go up. IRL, they actually are €5 or $5 depending on where you live, and that was yesterday. I have not checked the price today, but that was the price yesterday for English versions, right? IRL. So you really want to get your hands on those right now before they're gonna even jump higher. Then we have 2 Fiery Flints, 3 Fire Crystals. Nice playset of Pokégears to find the trainer cards, the supporter cards that we need. 2 Pokémon Communications, 3 Rare Candies. Of course, Rare Candies, they are from Celestial Storm, so they do not rotate out, and you can still play your previous Rare Candies from previous sets because they work exactly the same as this one. Is the same name, the same thing. Right. Then we have 1 Higgs Factory, 1 Power Plant, 1 Viridian Forest. Those are our stadiums. Then we have 3 Cynthias, 2 Lillies, 1 Lieutenant Sarge, 2 Pokemon Fan Clubs, and a playset of Welders, and on top of that, 12 energy. It's quite a simple version. Of course, you can add more Lillie, you can add some Cynthias. There are ways to upgrade the deck, and of course, you know, when the new set's gonna come out, you will want to play instead of, like, you know, Power Plant and maybe even Viridian Forest, or maybe instead of Acro Bike and Power Plant, the oven, right? Cherish Balls, there are gonna, you know, happen in this deck. Maybe 1 or 2 copies just to get into Reshizard. So definitely nice ideas. But let's just go and take this deck for a spin. It's called Rema because the first ever version of it was requested by one of my good friends, Rema, from the stream. So hey Rema, how are ya? So let's go. Do you want to go first or want to go second? You really want to go first with this deck because you want to be the one that evolves into Charizard, right? So let's go and let's see what's gonna happen. Of course, we're facing current standard format, so our opponents will have Guzma, but I think if the deck performs well now, it will also perform really good later, right, when actually there's less threat that's on our bench. But oh my, can I just, wow, that is okay. So the whole day today I have really bad starts and I'm breaking hard, and I think this is basically what is happening right now. Alright, but we're facing Spirit Bomb, so let's hope that we might be not in trouble as much as I think we are. I do hope so. So we got, you know, Pokémon Communication, we have a fan club, so we have actually ways to play around Spirit Bomb a little bit to get into the cards that we need. But also, I'm not sure if I want to really play Reshizard here, right? I'm not sure if that is a correct play. I think I would rather go and prepare my Charizards so I can actually or maybe, you know, keeping Reshizard in a hand is not a bad idea, but for me, I want to, you know, I want to have a nice bench of those Charmanders. Of course, I can play Fiery Flint now and discard one of the Charizards, but we don't have ways, right? Post-rotation, it's a little bit harder to get into the discard pile and to bring back stuff, especially without cards like Rescue Stretcher, right? Okay, Escape Rope works with me. Like, he is going to go after Charmander, like there's no doubt about that. He is gonna have a Hustle Belt. Again, Escape, another card I will not have. Rainbow Energy, let me check, done. Also rotates on, right? Rainbow Energy, not something that will happen post-rotation. So we're losing a lot in that, right? We're losing a lot in that rotation, so we do not really want to, you know what? Okay, like, I have to risk it, and I'm just gonna go for one energy. I know this is a huge risk, but I need to draw a supporter, or something that will help me get a supporter, so there we go. So I have a Welder for next turn, and also have Fairy Flint, but I've discarded my Charizard. In doing so, hopefully we're gonna draw the energy, we're gonna draw any supporter, but I think we brick. That's my whole day today. We're bricking hard. So is Baby Charizard gonna be as good as post rotation as it is right now? Honestly, I'm not that sure, right? I'm not that sure if it's gonna be as good as it is right now. Maybe the version with Green's Exploration might do something. We're gonna do it live on Twitch, but I doubt it. I honestly do doubt it. I think, you know, Reshizard itself is gonna dominate. Maybe Lacettalon GX, maybe even, you know, Giratina Garchomp will dominate the field. But not really Baby Charizard. But as an entry deck to the new format, wow, really, Cynthia, wow. As an entry deck to the format, I can cut. Jeez. Okay. So as an entry deck to the format, because, you know, we have a theme deck with Baby Charizard, I think it's gonna be good as a teaching tool. It's gonna be good as your first, like, budget maybe version of the deck that will help you get into the Reshizard, right? Because you're gonna have Welders, Fairy Flints, you're gonna have all those pieces that you need for Reshizard itself, or any other deck that utilizes fire type energy. And I know I use the term budget loosely here, but, you know, in comparison to Reshizard itself, right, you're gonna have the base, and then you can go and get the Reshizard, especially that August 2nd Reshizard box, right, Reshizard collection is going to be released. So at least you're gonna have like one Reshizard for the price of $29.99 with, I don't remember, I think it was 3 boosters, pin, and oversized promo. I'm not that sure about that, but I think that's it. Okay, so Cynthia, let's go Cynthia. I know Angel Die where I play Cynthia like that, but what can you do sometimes, right? What can you do? I just want to get rid of Pokégear so I can actually play Custom Catcher, and I know it's not a great idea. Okay, we got Cynthia. I know it's not a great idea, but I just need something, right? We need those options, and the options are not coming. Like, literally the options are not coming here. Let's draw 2. Let's draw 1. Yep, the options are not here. Even with weakness. Burn. That's 60. Still burning. But it's not enough. It is definitely not enough. Maybe in those first few turns I should have gone with Reshizard and just stall with Charmanders. I chose to go with Charmanders, and, you know, maybe in the game 2 I would actually choose to go Reshizard first. But, you know, you can't undo what you've done. So let's go. Of course, then we know Drudge is not going to stay here. He is going to play Goldeen. Let's be honest about that. We still have another Cynthia. So Welder is gonna go back to the deck. Shrine of Punishment is not doing anything. I kind of know that if we would actually go and play Reshizard, that would be 6 or 7 damage counters already on a Reshizard due to Shrine of Punishment, because I did not draw any counter to the Shrine. Oh, this is tough. Okay, so wait, what? He left. Okay, so he left Jirachi. He did not want it to attack. Quite interesting approach, giving me a free prize card out of Jirachi and the Dedenne here. Okay. Even though we have the Dedenne, I do still think Cynthia is gonna be the play, right? Like, I have to get my hands on Charizard. That, you know, 3 are still in a deck, and a Rare Candy that still 3 are in a deck, and we have only 31 cards. What are the odds? I have no idea. I'm not good at math, but the odds are not with us. I think he kind of, you know, yeah. Another Welders, as I said, Cynthia. Acro Bike, Charizard. Oh, we're almost here. Okay, Acro Bike. And the Dedenne here. Oh my. Oh my. So this is kind of, you know, a sad situation here where you can see that we're getting into the pieces, but not in, you know, not in the tempo that I would like to get to them. Of course, you know, Burn is doing a lot. That's a nice additional damage, but it is not enough. It is it's far from being good. And we've got a Seeking. So definitely this is a knockout on Charmander. I would, you know, I'd be stupid to think not to, right? Definitely a nice knockout. Of course, I can play Lieutenant Sarge, and that's what I'm gonna do next turn. Gonna go Pokégear 3.0, Lieutenant Sarge, and we'll see. So those are 6, yeah, I think 6 coin tosses, right? And it's 10 for each, or 30 for each. Yeah, it's 30 for each. Okay. Charmander. Fiery Flint, really? Okay, so Lieutenant Sarge, that's, you know, that's a start. Pokégear. And I only drew Welders. Oh my goodness. Okay, but I can still draw something, right? So let's go. First Welder, I can still draw a support. I can still draw this Rare Candy that I need. And I drew a Rare Candy. Okay, so we have a Rare Candy. And I can still play Lillie. So let's go Lillie. Come on. Yes, let's get rid of Heat Factory. There we go. A little bit too late. Honestly, if you ask me, that is a little bit too late. But hey, you do what you gotta do. Continues Blaze Ball. That's a knockout. You see, so when the engine starts running, it's great. But if you're not gonna get anything in those first 6 turns, it's just bad. And here, you know, that's the example of it, right? So flip 2 coins. It's gonna have any Pokemon tools. So no Pokemon tools. Flipping only 2 coins. Oh, can we pull this off? Welder. Oh my goodness. Can we pull this off? 14 cards. Reshizard. Another Charizard. Let's look how. Okay, so there are still 2 Fire Crystals in the deck itself. So continues Blaze Ball, and now we're in a scenario where we both have 2 prize cards. Maybe I shouldn't play another Welder. Maybe I shouldn't play Reshizard. But I think, you know, he's not gonna knock me out. He's not gonna go after the Resh. Like, well, you kind of want to go after Reshizard, right? Especially when he is a water type, right? He is on top here. But we're still looking good. Elegant Swim, only this attack. Okay, so there's no physical way that I can put stuff back to the deck. So let's see how much energy. 1 energy. Okay, but I can play Fire Crystal, get that energy, and play it from my hand. So we have options, and 2 energies means that I can use Welder. I think, yeah, we've won. That was really mid-rangey. That was like even end game kind of comeback, but I love that comeback. Amazing comeback. Honestly, that was one of the better games that I've played today. There we go. So we've won, even though the odds were not on our side, right? Even though we were actually losing the whole game. 3 prize card lost against a baby deck. I did not thought that we might even pick up the win here, but we've done it, and we've not even used Reshizard, to be quite honest with you, right? Like we focused, like I focused on Charizard itself, which was in the long run the proper way to go. So yeah, I'm really happy about that. I'm really happy about the result, and we've won. So me first, yes please, my friend. Yes please. So again, a really clunky hand. Of course, if that would be, Charmander, might have been a lot better, but it's not. So, well, I kind of said it, right? I kind of said it. So, whew, that's gonna be interesting. Of course, if you want to, you can play the Charmander that has 50 HP, and you can go with Process Elm Lecture, right? You can go that way. You can take that route. Also, we got a Reshizard, so honestly, I can play Welder onto Reshizard. It's quite an easy and nice play to have, and honestly, I think that's gonna be what I'm gonna try to do, especially against the Garchomp deck. Reshizard is just gonna obliterate my opponent, but I didn't know that I'm gonna draw Reshizard before I played Lillie. So Welder, 1, 2. There we go. Let's draw 3 cards. Oh, that's quite interesting now. Honestly, this is quite interesting. There we go. See, turn to Charizard and Roaring Resolve. I'm only gonna get 1 energy. Like, I want the rest of the energy to stay in the deck. That's it. That's a victory, right? Simple as that. Wow, 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 wow. There we go. We are on a nice win streak. So, is the post-rotation baby Charizard good? I think still. I'm gonna go with what I said at the beginning. It's not as good as his current version. There are, cards that will make him better in Unified Minds, but as of right now, in the ladder, sure, it's fun. In like low-level leagues, yes, it's still a fun deck to play. In non-competitive environment, IRL, sure, but will I take it? Would I take it to League Challenge or League Cup? No. The only chance, of putting this deck out for League Challenge or League Cup is when you know that there's not really a counter to it, right? There's not really a threat there's no Pikarom inside, there's nothing. And we know some leagues are like that, right? Not everyone is the top tier, and some people are just, bringing funny versions of decks for the league to have fun. So yeah, definitely for fun. I can see this being a IRL thing. Online, that's completely different story. Online, I would say like middle tier 3, fun deck to play if you want to just maybe not grind but have some fun in ladder. Just use your imagination. Just see what can you do with different types of energy, or if you want to learn why welders, why other cards like that are really good. Okay, so definitely a Pokemon Communication right over here. And I'm gonna go with Reshizard. Like, we're facing a grass type deck. Honestly, I'm not even gonna think twice. So what I'm gonna do is Pokégear, hoping for Welder. We did not hit Welder. Okay. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Energy on a Reshizard and the Dedenne. That's not gonna work because I played... Oh my good... Oh, that was a mistake. Yeah, like I know you will... Yeah, you'll be cruel to me in a comment section, I know. But stuff like that happens, right? You know, you just have to accept it, and if something like that happens, you just have to nail it. So you see, even someone like me that, you know, plays this game almost, 8 hours every day, can still make silly mistake because he's talking too much, or, you know, maybe like gets distracted, right? Or, you know, just I did not focus that much on the game. But again, I know if when I'm focusing, you know, and I'm going to my tank mode, it's not always, you know, like the best way to watch. Right, but it's fine. But honestly, it's fine. If it's playing Rayquaza, definitely Power Plant is getting rid of that Rayquaza. I can retreat here, play a GX attack, and it's gonna be good. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Welder, 2 energies on the Reshizard. Right, there we go. 1, 2. Not getting rid of, actually not getting rid of Power Plant, because I still think it's a great card to play right now. And I'm using GX. Why am I using GX? First, why not? Second, let's be honest, I need to get rid of this Jirachi. Like, Jirachi is a huge fix of stuff, and there we go. So Power Plant is going to be gone. We'll see probably Rayquaza at this point. I mean, yeah, electric type energy, grass type, there goes Rayquaza. Which is fine. We're gonna have Charizard next turn. We have Reshizard front. I honestly don't think he's that big of a threat. Okay, let's see. Guzma on the Dedenne, sure, and a Tempest GX. So quite interesting play here, but what can we do? So we have a Charizard, right. We gotta hit Factory. Let's draw 3. I kind of wish for Welder here, honestly. You know what? Just because I can still play supporter, I'm gonna go like that. I'm gonna go with another Dedenne. We've hit the Welder, and it's going to be one of the saddest Welders, I know, but this is going to be a knockout on Rayquaza. So Welder with 1 energy only on the Dedenne. Nice retreat. Of course, we have another Charizard in the hand. That's a retreat. Of course, let's prepare the Roaring Resolve. Those are 2 last energies, so that's, you know, crucial. Preparing that next turn. And basically flat strike for the knockout, right? Of course, with the Channeler that comes out in Unified Minds. Bam, there we go, 3-0. 3-0 against the Rayquaza. With the Channeler, Flare Strike can be used each turn, basically, right? Because Channeler is such a great supportive for that deck. So guys, what do you think about this Charizard Reshizard deck? I think it's really nice for the online, and you've seen that, right? Even though we're so behind, we still managed to pick up those nice 3 wins, easy wins. And yeah, I think, you know, if you want to play that, it's quite easy to pick up, and definitely prepares you for post-rotation world with Reshizard, right? And because August 2nd you have the Reshizard box that comes out, why not to play this deck if you have all the pieces? So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget that down there below you have the whole deck list. You can copy and paste it. Also, you have 5% discount any code you would purchase on Professor Oak. And don't forget to check me out live on Twitch. It's Raven Cold Snatch Q on Twitch. Thank you guys so much for watching. Raven loves ya. Bye.